What's up guys, SkyKevin here, and Season 5 has been announced. They're releasing it tomorrow, August 2nd at 10 AM Pacific Time, 1 PM Eastern Standard Time. I was planning to get into the update in more depth once we had a final date, but seeing as we're hearing about it a day in advance, let's get through this even quicker. So Season 5 is here, sooner than I think we all expected. I'm sure we're all excited to get playing, so let's talk about some of the tips and what to expect getting into this next season. We're going to be playing with a lot of bugs and first times for everyone, so of course keep that in mind. I think first and foremost, don't try to grind out resources by hitting cacti and trees. Instead, focus on making your way to the center of the cradle, and even if you don't have a walker built yet, find a couple of Rupu camps and set up shop around those. I found in the beta branch that farming Rupus was usually a much more efficient way to get resources, and you collect the blueprints you need at the same time. Next, make yourself a base that is 8 squares in total with a bit of an L garage to park your Firefly Walker. From there, just go around camp to camp collecting all the blueprints you need and head back to your base anytime you need water. Keep farming up until you get the blueprints for a dinghy walker and then build into that. Once you get your dinghy walker, I would suggest putting both a woodworking and fiberworking station on the 2 nodes at the front. This is going to allow you to craft while you're on the go, and you can always just put stinger ballistas on the sides if you need to fire bolts from the driver's seat. From there, I think you'll be set on heading on to the canyon maps to start farming some of the higher tier stuff, as well as setting up another forward base. Now, some of you may be thinking, why wait? Why not just get your Firefly and move on to the next zone? Well, you may be right. That may be the best option for you, especially if you're with a larger group. However, so far none of us know whether the canyon maps will all be PvE, PvP, or a mix depending on where you go. Obviously, if it's PvE in the canyon maps, you can probably head there early. If it's PvP though, I'd say hold off until you get a better walker to rely on while you're there. There are quite a few variables that we can't really account for coming up in this release, so you really have to go with this and just adjust your plan accordingly. There are plenty of changes that will throw a wrench in the gears of many of the previous metas, so it's best to find whatever compromises you can. I think the number one goal though is to set up on the hardest difficulty map you can with a forward operating base and a walker that is sufficiently able to defend itself in the PvP Oasis. The burn won't be happening this season, and instead there will be established bases. I wouldn't be surprised if clans rush to build on the mountaintops in order to stake their claim on some of the most resource-rich areas of the maps. Indeed, they will likely be the ones willing to grind out clay and even cement bases in order to hold that claim indefinitely. Once they reach that point, it will be very difficult to offensively take them off that spot. We still have to see what the different travel pathways will look like when we jump into things, but I'm sure there will be a couple of unbeknownst curveballs along the way. Anyway, that's my quick summary for what to expect, as I want to get this video out ASAP as it'll be outdated by tomorrow. I hope you all have fun, and I can't wait to see you out there in the start of Season 5. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.